The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown Bengals. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, not that he needs another milestone, CD, but he just surpassed 19,000 rushing yards in his career.
And all I'm seeing right now are pass grades flashing through my head, their accomplishments, what they did on the field, and he's broken their records. I see LaDainian Tomlinson. I see Emmitt Smith. I see Barry Sanders. And this guy now is the all-time rusher in NFL history, and we were here to see it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris adding to his NFL record in touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again, Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Burrow's throw taken in here by Jackson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Burrow looking to pass. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Claypool
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
109 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown.